Hey guys, in this video today, I want to talk to you about why I financed my car rather than paying cash for it. And yes, I am talking about the Maserati that I bought earlier this year in May. So yes, I am financing the Maserati, and yes, it is a very unpopular opinion, especially in a community where people like to talk about Dave Ramsey and paying off debts and all that stuff. But I wanted to explain to you my thought process on why I took out the loan rather than pay cash for the car, even though I have the cash for it. So a little bit of background. I bought the car back in May with a 3% interest loan in the midst of the rocky roller coaster stock market. So I told myself that I would buy the car if it was the right price and the right time. And since the car was $19,000 with all the services done, I was thinking I really had to jump on this opportunity. And that's because I had previously seen the cars like this going for about $24,000 pretty much any day of the week. And it was floating healthily around $25,000 to even $28,000 recently. So I told myself that when I bought this car, I needed to promise myself that buying this car would not stop me from reaching investment goals. Like this year, I decided to invest in the townhouse in Florida, which I ended up buying, so a lot of my cash went into there. And I told myself that I should be investing in the stock market continuously as well. So if I buy this car, none of those things should change. I should still be able to meet those goals. So back in May, when I looked at the stock market situation, I saw that there was a big opportunity to grow, especially since after the March lows, a lot of stocks were still barely starting to recover. And me being in the tech industry, I felt like technology would be very important in fueling the growth going forward. This is probably a bias because I personally work in cybersecurity. I see that people are trying to secure their headquarters before, but nowadays people are working at home and now you have to protect things at home. So with my analysis, I decided that the stock market would probably return me significantly more than the car loan would charge me in interest. So I feel like I made the right decision by investing the price of the car that I paid into the stock market directly, especially given the gains that we've seen over this past couple of months. I ended up taking the other cash to Florida to invest money into a townhouse. And that townhouse, I paid $49,000 down, but that townhouse has been giving me a 15% return cash on cash rate. So I decided that I could forgive myself for taking out a 3% car loan, especially since my investments are returning 15%. So 15% greater than 3%, you know what? I'm not going to pay cash for this car. I'm just going to pay it over a loan, have that 3% charge whatever it does, and I'm going to return more with my money elsewhere. And a long-time intention of mine was not to have my main income pay for this car at all. Hence, growing my side income strategy will ultimately cover most of my expenses. And as part of my side income strategy, I diligently stashed away $60,000 in dividend stocks over the years, which pay $6,000 in a year. And that alone can cover all of the costs of the car and then some within a given year. And also, I wanted a backup income stream to pay just in case my dividends couldn't. So we now know that my YouTube channel is capable of returning another $600 and up over every single month consistently, which can once again pay for the car and then some. So what I just explained there is the redundancy in my plan and why I can justify this car purchase and decide not to pay cash, rather I'm just going to pay with a loan. I've invested my money, I've invested my time into assets that can return way more than the bank interest can charge me. So despite Dave Ramsey's baby step methodology, which I think is a fine methodology that people can start off, but of course, as you're growing wealth, there may be some other avenues that can just really build up that wealth over time. This car is one of those things that I really enjoy. It's my dream car, and I feel like I'm really happy that I was able to purchase it, under market and be able to justify it with all these different income streams. So I believe that I've done what I could here responsibly. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the reason why I did not pay cash for my Maserati. Rather, I financed it over a 5-year term, covering it with all these different investments and income streams and all that stuff. Just want to give you guys a peek into how I thought about this. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Please don't forget to drop a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.